Now, I never aim to inspire defeatism, but today I am going to aim to inspire disillusionment, which is a different thing. I think we can all agree that it's a good thing to be without illusions. And right now there are way too many people who believe in the illusion that the man's game is a fair one. Wait, did you just say the man? Yeah, normally I don't like abstractions like this generally, but for the sake of understanding our economic situation in America today, I find it easier if we lump the so-called captains of industry, the Wall Street banks, the chemical companies, the weapons industry, factory farms, the whole 9 yards. Everything that isn't working people, lump that all into one entity, because it really is us versus them. So what's the playing field look like? Well, right now we've got a Republican president who ran on the Democratic ticket. We've got a Republican Party who's trying to send us back to the time of Upton Sinclair's The Jungle. We had a regressive corporate shill in Bill Clinton who totally fucked over working people with NAFTA and the World Trade Organization. We had regressive corporate shills in George W. Bush and Ronald Reagan who busted unions, rolled back environmental protections, all in the name of the fuckers at the top making a shit ton of money while you die of cancer because of the pollution that they put into your air, water, and soil. An illusion that we need to dispense with is that we all share equally in our nation's prosperity, that a rising tide lifts all boats, as it were. Truth is, as the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. You don't believe me? Check out the facts. Go to stateofworkingamerica.org. The lower 90% of Americans have actually seen their mean wages decline since 1977, while the top 1% by income bracket, they've seen their income balloon wildly, seeing their already absurdly high income more than triple. We are working more today for less money. Another illusion we must dispense with is the idea that most people you know are working class. Sorry, middle class. Most people who you know and think are middle class are actually working poor. All of you hover just above the poverty line. This is not a time to be negotiating all of your hard-won benefits away. This is a time to get aggressive. This is a time to make up for all that ground that labor has lost over the past 40 years. Shit is getting serious. People are losing their homes. The whole fucking economic system is collapsing on our heads. This is the time to go for the whole goddamn cake. It was never in the plans for you to make any money or to make anything of yourself. That is an illusion started by the Horatio Alger's rags to riches stories. We love these stories here in America because we think that could happen to us. They show real-life examples of this every few years as fluff pieces on the nightly news. But the truth is that while it's possible, these cases are extreme statistical outliers. Rags to riches is not a lottery that you're likely to win. But it doesn't matter that it's never gonna fucking happen to you. The rags to riches story is still a fundamental thread in the fabric of the American dream. But then, Horatio Alger's wrote fiction. And dreams are something that you have while asleep. So you're poor. How do I know that? I don't. But, statistically, you're probably poor. You might be in denial about this because you've got an LCD television and you can watch cable in HD, but the truth remains, you're poor. You're just one severe illness away from losing your home, your savings, everything. Maybe you don't realize it. There are middle-class people who have health insurance, who get cancer, cap out on their claims, and then end up losing their homes, their savings, everything, and die homeless. And with cancer rates rising with every passing year, that is a lottery which you're much more likely to win. Unless things begin to change in this country, and I mean really change, you're gonna be poor forever. And your kids are going to be poor. They're going to be poorer than you. My generation is the first generation that's expected to do worse than their parents. And it's not because we're lazy. It's because we have to compete against workers in China who are literally working for rice. We have to compete against workers in Mexico who are getting paid 7 cents an hour. Thank you, NAFTA. Thank you, WTO. Thank you, Bill Clinton. And unless we change things, we are going to get poorer and poorer. And as you get poorer and poorer, the rich will get richer and richer. How's that? That's just the rules of the game called free market capitalism. The super rich, the parasites down on Wall Street, they own the whole goddamn Monopoly game. They own the playing board, they own the pieces, they own the thimble, the shoe, the little Scottish terrier, they own the dice, and they own the Monopoly money. We all play by their rules. Don't believe me? Have you checked your credit score lately? Oh, it doesn't look too good, does it? Maybe that's because you don't have enough credit card debt, or maybe because you have too much credit card debt, or maybe you don't pay your balance off fast enough, or maybe you pay your balance off too quickly, or maybe it's all just a bunch of fucking bullshit set up by the Wall Street banks to control your spending habits so that they can make money off of your debt. So what are the rules? The rules go like this. You work your whole goddamn life earning the monopoly money that the man gives you, that you so desperately need to stay alive. And when you get it, then you pay rent on your life back to the man for permission to keep living. Keep living to do what? To keep working until you get too old to work. And then you become Social Security's problem. Unless Social Security isn't around by then, and then you become your kid's problem. Unless your kids can't support you because they're too poor, because they're having to compete against workers in Mexico who are making 7 cents an hour, in which case you're going to die homeless on the street along with all the other trash that nobody wants. You're a fool if you think the money that you earn is ever really yours. That money is owned by the man. He's only lending it to you temporarily so that you think you're making progress. He'll take it back from you soon enough. I'm not talking about taxes either. The man gives you just enough money so that you're just happy enough, or just confused enough that you don't realize you're being completely fucked over every moment of your life. But you probably do realize this, don't you? You just can't quite put your finger on it. Every breath that you take, they're snatching that money back from you. You want to buy food so you don't starve to death. You pay ConAgra. You pay Frito-Lay. You pay Kraft Foods. You pay Philip Morris. You pay Monsanto. You can't get to your job by public transport because there isn't any in your town, so you have to buy a car. So you have to get a loan from a bank. The man charges you interest on this debt that you just created, and the man immediately begins trading your debt as if it was money. Money is time. And when you're in debt, you owe your time on this earth to the man. When the Wall Street banks are trading your debt like it's money, what they're really doing is trading your life away. They're selling derivatives on their ownership of your every breath. They're trading in futures of you, with the implicit guarantee that you'll keep slaving your sorry ass to the bone, so that the man can turn more profits. Because you promised to give the man back all the money he gives you in your paycheck, and then some. So now you're working for the man for free. How's it feel to be a slave? Shut up, go watch TV, don't talk politics. How dare you question America, the greatest, best country God ever gave to man? God ever gave to man, or God ever gave to the man? Please subscribe at punkpatriot.blogspot.com.